fragrances in my collection that are extremely cheap. Some of these so cheap they didn't even come with boxes. And somebody rides their fake Harley Davidson down the highway. Just kidding. Anyway, you want to know what fragrances I found in my collection that are just extremely affordable but still smell really, really good. And by affordable, I mean most of these are going to be under $20. You want to know what I found in my collection that's extremely cheap that I think you guys should get your noses on? Well, meet me on the other side of this intro right here, and I'll tell you all about it. See you in just a second. Happy Saturday. Happy 4th of July weekend. You know who it is. It's your boy, LL Cool Trey. Trey Belafonte, as they call him. That's right, it's your boy. Man, oh man. It's the 4th of July weekend. It's a beautiful Saturday. Fresh out the barbershop yesterday. Got that fresh cut. What y'all think? I think he lined me up a little too square. I'm not sure how I feel about it. How I feel about this one. I feel like a cross between Lil Boosie and a preacher. I ain't really sure how I feel about this one. So, I don't know. I've had better cuts, but it's hair, it'll grow back. Anyway, thank you for returning to the scene of the crime, man. I really, really appreciate you. Really, really appreciate all of y'all. If you like what you see here, please consider giving me a sub. Definitely give me a like, a thumbs up, and share this video, share this content. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get right to it. Topic of discussion here today: inexpensive fragrances that I think are worth every dime of the $10, $12, $15, $20 that I paid for these fragrances. And I think you should have them too. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you what they remind me of and what the vibe is like, because that's what I do. I don't do note breakdowns. Huh? What's a note breakdown? Because everybody smells something different and everything reacts different off of everybody's skin. Let's get to it. The first one is from the house of Lomani, and this is Victory Intense. And now this is a clone. First of all, Lomani is a really, really good house. Do not sleep on it. This is an Invictus clone. I want to say it's a clone of Invictus Intense or Invictus Aqua. Oh man, that smells nice. I paid, excuse me. Man, for those of you who don't know, I've been a little under the weather for about the last month. And of course, when I start to shoot a video, my voice starts to go out. But we're going to get through the video anyway. This is an Invictus clone. I want to say Invictus Aqua maybe, or maybe the Intense version. Nonetheless, for $12, you can't beat this fragrance. If you're looking for an Invictus-y type of fragrance, as I'm looking at my fragrance collection, which is right there, and there. Thinking about my Invictuses and which one this reminds me the most of. I don't know. It may be Intense, maybe Aqua. Nonetheless, because I have Intense, Aqua, and the regular Invictus. And I want to say this reminds me of the Intense. It doesn't really remind me of the Aqua, but nonetheless, from the house of Lomani, a $12 or $13 fragrance. This is one I picked up at Marshall's with no box, and I'm glad that I got it. It smells really, really good. It's a great smelling fragrance. I may be passing this one on to my boy, Clayton Wright, him and his son. I may be passing it on to them and letting them get some enjoyment out of it, because I have plenty of Invictus clones. This is a really good one, and I think they will get some enjoyment out of it. So I'm probably going to put it in their box that I'm fixing to ship off to them. So, C-Dog, if you're watching this one is coming your way. Nice fragrance. It smells really, really good. I'll let y'all fight it out. You and the youngster, y'all can duke it out. Yeah, from the house of Lomani, Victory Intense. It's spelled funny. One that I don't hear anybody talk about, that I've had for a while. I've enjoyed this fragrance. It's from the house of Nautica, and it is pure discovery. And you see where the levels are on that bad boy? Bam, right there. Now, this is like most of, man. Give me just 1 second, y'all. I gotta get a sip of water. Man. I apologize for that, y'all. I'm still coughing up stuff. Man. I would start the video over, but we don't do retakes. We're just gonna keep it raw, unedited, just like it is. From the house of Nautica, it is Nautica Pure Discovery. Just like most of the fragrances from the house of Nautica, you can pretty much guess what this is. Fresh, aquatic, easy to wear, airy, nothing heavy, nothing to think about, nothing to process, just and go on about your business. That type of scent. Does it smell good? Yes. I think it dry. I can't remember. Let me put a little bit in there. It's been a while. What's up? There we go. Been a while since I've worn this. I'm trying to remember if this one dries down to a woodsy type of scent. Because it smells good. It's been a while since I've worn it. That's the problem with having a massive collection. To be honest with you, I have way too many fragrances. You only need about 20, 25. For being a reviewer and a collector, I have way more than I need. So, yeah. I'm just going to have to put this on my skin because it's been years since I've worn this, and I don't want to sit here and tell y'all no stories. Okay. Very generic and basic opening. I'll just say that. I do remember getting a lot of compliments on this, but this was probably about 10 years ago when I was wearing this on a regular. Man, has it been that long? Maybe not 10, maybe 8. Maybe 8 years ago. It was before I was married. So I'm going to say 8 years before I was even dating my wife. My to-be wife, my ex-wife now. Okay. Basic fragrance. It's nothing mind-blowing. It's just a basic type of scent that you get from Nautica. Something similar to Nautica Life. Nautica Life Energy minus the citrusy notes. But nonetheless, I think it's a good fragrance. I haven't seen this in a while. So, cheapo. This one may be cheapo. This one may be discontinued. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. I know they have Pure Discovery, which this is this one, and then they have Discovery. So, I never smelled the Discovery, just Pure Discovery. I like the scent. Nice, basic, good office scent. Great gym scent. My boy JP Frags really like this. It's something to work out in. It's not a blue scent. It's not a shower jelly scent. It's not a woodsy, aquatic-y. Well, it is kind of an aquatic-y, fresh, basic. I guess the key word is just dumb reach, generic type of scent. And that's what you have here. It does smell good. This is one that I think will smell really, really good in the air, coming off of your skin, off of your shirt or something like that. That's when these fragrances shine their best. Things I will compare it to, every other fragrance from the house of Nautica, every fragrance from the house of Lacoste is in that wheelhouse. Is it something that you should rush out and get? No, it's not. If it's is it something that you should pick up if you see for $15 to $20? I say yeah. Now notice where the juice levels are. I've went through almost half this bottle, and that's saying a lot for me. Now, granted, I had this when my collection was a lot smaller, so it was easier to go through fragrances then. So, Nautica Pure Discovery, and I have spent too much time talking about this one fragrance. Okay, trying to figure out where to put the ones that I've already reviewed. Okay, from the house of Kenneth Cole. And trying to find a name on the bottle. There it is. Some of these companies, man, they do the dumbest stuff with their fragrances. If you were going to have a bottle that's black, dark, and see-through, why would you put the lettering, the name of your fragrance on the bottle? On the bottle. Why would you do that? That's just crazy. Story time with Trey real quick. I can remember I played football all my life, all through high school. Probably was good enough to play college ball, but I didn't take care of my business in the classroom, so it is what it is. I mean, I wasn't an SEC type of dude or nothing like that, but I could have went to a smaller college, especially at HBCU or some of just the colleges around the South. Anyway, I digress from that. We were playing one of our arch rivals, Red Bay. And Red Bay had beaten us pretty good over the last 10 years or so. They had beaten up on us. Now, we were able to change a lot of that during the time period that I was in high school. So I think we lost this particular day. But I remember my head coach got so mad because we went out to warm up and then we had to go back in the locker room to get fully dressed. And it was some bimbo. And she's like, now who are they playing? And I think at the time our jerseys was just plain blue. That was the last year we wore those jerseys. From that point on, no, we were on the road, so they were just plain white because our colors were blue, white, and gold. And we wore white jerseys over gold pants on the road, blue jerseys over gold pants at home. But we didn't have our names on our jerseys. We didn't have Indians or Cherokee. That was the last year we wore those jerseys. I think maybe my freshman year, because the next year when we went on the road, our road jerseys had Cherokee written across the front of them in big, bold letters, so you would know exactly who we were when we came rolling into town. You would know, here come them bad boys, here come them Cherokee Indians. I'm struggling to find the name of this fragrance. So Kenneth Cole, I know you won't ever see this, but there it is right there. Why would you do that? You can't even see that. If you're gonna do a black bottle, why would you put black letters on it? And it needs to be in red, something that makes it pop. You can't even see that. Anyway, I digress. Nonetheless, this is a really good fragrance. What this reminds me of, it gives me a YSL Y type of vibe. It's not the same scent, but it gives me that same type of vibe in the sense that it's woodsy and citrusy. Do they smell alike? They smell similar. It smells very similar to YSL's Y. This is a little bit cheaper, a lot cheaper, because this can be had under 30 bucks. Now, here's the thing about fragrances like this, and I hope you guys pay attention to guys like myself, Keith over at The Fragrant Life, Sam Broom, JP. We try to save y'all money as well as keep y'all smelling good. If you buy this fragrance at the wrong place, you will pay $70 or $80 for it. So don't ever pay retail for Kenneth Cole fragrances. Always go to a discount site and try to find them there, because they're going to be much cheaper, $25 and down. If you bought this at the mall, you're looking at 80 to 100 bucks all day long for 100 ml of Kenneth Cole. So always do your research and try to find it at a discount site. Now, again, this does remind me of YSL's Y. It's a nice scent. It is a masculine scent. It is citrusy. It is woodsy. I like it. I like it a lot. The beginning, as you're gonna get with most of these fragrances because they're extremely cheap, is a little bit generic. The opening is a little bit cologne-y, alcoholic, but you're gonna get that with inexpensive fragrances. Now, as it dries down, it turns into, like I just said, a citrusy, woody type of fragrance. Nice solid cap, not much in presentation here, just a bottle of cologne that I think is poorly designed and poorly marketed, and that affects your sales. Because if somebody saw this, they might get frustrated. I don't know what the name of it is, and just put it down and walk away if they did pick this up and smell it. But this is Kenneth Cole from the House of Kenneth Cole. Citrus, woodsy, masculine type of fragrance. One that I've mentioned several times since I bought it because I am just thrilled with it. From the House of Usher, and it is Usher Home. And I think this is a sweet, romantic, gourmandy, date night type of fragrance that would go good in anybody's collection, especially if you are a fan of cheapies. Now, my boy, Cheapo, The Fragrant Life, does not like the opening of this fragrance. He says it's harsh and it stinks. To each his own. You should have some of the conversations that he and I have. You should hear some of the conversations that he and I have. Believe it or not, we don't agree on a lot of fragrances. He has his style, I have mine. It is what it is. You know, I guess he tall, so the air is different up there. It smells different down here for a short folk. Just kidding. That's just, that's ridiculous. Or is it? I mean, I don't know. He don't know what it smells like down her. I don't know what it smells like up there, so I mean, I don't know. Nonetheless, $12 or $13 for this fragrance. I absolutely love it. I think it smells really, really good. I like it. I was thrilled when I got it. When I got out to the car and sprayed it on, I was like, that's literally, no, that's what I did. And I let a fellow sub of mine, Mr. Lester Eccles, was in the parking lot at Marshall's. He and I struck up a great conversation, and he loved it. He sprayed it on his own. He was like, man, that smells good. So it's one that I like. Now, again, with all of these inexpensive fragrances, don't expect to smell grandma's upside down pound cake when you first spray it. It's gonna take a minute. It's because they're cheap. So you're not gonna get delicateness or delicatessens when you first spray it. Give it a second. Let it work. And then you're gonna smell fabulous. Usher Home, really, really good fragrance. I like it. From one of my favorite houses, Perry Ellis Portfolio Red. Get that text message off my screen. Perry Ellis Portfolio Elite Red. Perry Ellis Portfolio Red is what this is. Now, this is more of a fall winter scent. This is spicy. Wait a minute. No. I'm going to digress on that. You can wear this now. And I haven't worn this in a while. Sometimes I think I just have too many different fragrances, but nonetheless, it is what it is. In the House of Perry Ellis, it is a sweet fragrance. I wouldn't say it's gourmandy. It is sweet, a little bit spicy. Still think it may be better suited for the evening time or the fall or the winter, but you can definitely wear it now. You may have to temper your sprays or wear it in a controlled environment. This may get away from you in the hot, hot heat. It's just not one of those fragrances that I think is made for the heat. But when these people make fragrances, I don't think they think, yeah, this is going to be good in the winter. They just make a fragrance and they put it out. Love the bottle design as far as the colors of the red. I like that gradient. Reminds me of those old choo-choo custom trucks. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I've said that 1,000 times, but I love those paint schemes where they just fade. That's pretty to me. Nonetheless, from the House of Perry Ellis, this is Perry Ellis Portfolio Red. Sleeper of a fragrance. It smells really good. You guys should get your hands on it for the $15 to $20. I don't think you'll be disappointed. From a house that used to get a lot of talk and then it didn't get any talk, and now you hardly ever hear about it. Cuba. And let me make sure which one this is. This is Cuba Prestige Black. And what this one reminds me of, Swiss Army. Strong, masculine, powerful type of fragrance. And Clayton, I think you're going to be getting this one too, my dude. I think I'm going to ship this one out to you as well as the Lomani. I mean, it's just a nice, masculine powerhouse of a fragrance. That's it. No more. Nothing else to be said about it. Nothing else to be said about it. Tough, masculine, but yet easy to wear. I wouldn't say it was sophisticated, but it is straight to the point. Meat and potatoes. Like it. From the House of Vince Camuto, it is Vince Camuto's Black. Now, this can be had for around $20, $19.99. Oh man, and that's a nice fragrance. I mean, it's just nice, guys. I don't know what to tell you about it. It's nice. It's not too strong, but it's not too weak. It's well made. It's defined. It smells of quality. It doesn't smell like a cheap drugstore type of fragrance. It's nice. I like it. I really do. The blue is well. The blue is good as well, and so is the one in the white. The names of them escape me, but that's the bottle. The blue bottle and the white bottle. They smell pretty good. I don't have a problem with Vince Camuto fragrances. I know Vince Camuto is a well-known designer, and I think this is a great designer fragrance, especially for the price that you get it for, $19 to $20. Can't hardly beat it. All right, guys. Speaking of designer, I think he's British, Zegna Uomo. Love this scent. Great for this time of the year. Man, that's nice. Fresh, melony, easy to wear. Not like the girl watermelon, melony, like low melons. Well, I'm just going deeper and deeper. Nice fresh scent. It's easy to wear. Be right back. I have a phone call. Okay, I am back. Now where was I? Talking about Vince. This is not Vince Camuto. This is a telephone. This is Zegna Uomo. This is a nice fresh melony scent. I really like this house. I think it is a very underappreciated house. I picked this up for around $10, and for the $10 mark, I don't know how you can find a better fragrance. Personally, I just don't. Now that's just me. Vince Camuto Uomo. I did it again, didn't I? Zegna Uomo. Vince Camuto has just been on my mind today for something. Okay, let's move in a different direction. From the house of Beverly Hills 90210. Beverly Hills 90210. And this right here, my goodness, man. I can't tell you guys how good this fragrance smells. It smells like you're opening a nice fresh orange or something. Great. This is a great fragrance. This smells better than a lot of niche citrus fragrances that I have and that I have smelled. This is just a great smelling. Wow. It smells great. And a lot of people will not even give this a chance because it's 90210 and because it's like $9. But I promise you, if you give this fragrance an honest chance, an honest shot, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised because it smells really nice. From the house of Beverly Hills 90210. Beverly Hills 90210. Nice citrus fragrance. Now, this video is getting long, so I'm going to do 3 in 1 here. From the house of Abercrombie and Fitch. These. So we have First Instinct. First Instinct Together, which is my favorite out of the 3. And Extreme, which is probably the sweetest out of the 3. These are definitely worth picking up for $17 or $18 if you can get them, if you can find them. This is a really sweet fragrance. It is very nice. I like it. Projection on it is good. Performance on it is really, really good. Just a nice, easy to wear fragrance. Puts me in the mind of a little bit of the Invictuses, maybe a little bit of Polo Red. And I know Invictus and Polo Red don't really smell alike, but it's not really an aquatic, but it is a very sweet type of fragrance. It's not a gourmandy. And right now, the only thing I can smell is that 90210. It has filled this room. And I know I went about 5 sprays, but I'm telling you guys, that is a great citrus summertime type of scent. And this one is a nice, sweet, smooth, easy to wear fragrance. For the price that you pay for this, which is under $20, man, it's crazy not to have that one. And this one is the original First Instinct. And as you see the levels on it, I've worn this a few times. I like these fragrances. I just think they're easy to wear fragrances for this time of the year, for any time of the year, any occasion. And this one reminds me of Invictus Aqua. Great for any age group. Abercrombie and Fitch has a great name. These bottles, I think, are well designed. I think they look great. I think they look good in a collection, and I think you can sit these up beside any niche collection with the way that plate is. The cap is nice, and I think they will look just fine. And not only that, I think they smell really, really good. The only one from that line I didn't like was blue, and it just did nothing for me. One I picked up in Biloxi, Mississippi, Cool Waters Ocean Extreme. This is a limited edition. Oh, man. And this is just nice, oceany, aquatic-y, slightly mossy, a little bit of green type of movement going on. And you see the levels on this. Now, it is not a strong performer. It doesn't push very hard. Doesn't last very long. But again, it was in the high heat when I wore this. I bought it in Biloxi on vacation. I wore it a lot down there on vacation. So it was hot. It was riding the convertible with the top down. So it didn't do the best job of performing. Nonetheless, I think it's a great fragrance and I absolutely love it. Ocean Extreme. I even like that name. I think it's really, really cool. One I've talked about several times from the house of Penguin. It is Premium Blend. Love this fragrance, and it smells just like this bottle looks. Cool, frosted citrus. I like that. I like it a lot. I used to see this in abundance. I don't see it as much as I did, but nonetheless, this is a banger of a fragrance. And that 90210 is still filling this room. That stuff is nice, y'all. But this is a nice lemonade-y, cool, refreshing, citrusy 4th of July cookouts. This right here. This is one you could reach for, and I think do really, really well with. I like that fragrance a lot. Soccer Player. Legacy by Cristiano Ronaldo. I think this is one of the best looking, inexpensive bottles in the fragrance game. This, man, this is, it smells good. It's not a over the top type of fragrance. It does smell good. It is one that I think you will get you a lot of compliments. It's one I think you will be impressed with. It's not a monster projector. It's not a monster performer. It's not going to knock anybody down from across the hall or from across the street. What it is very sophisticated. It's very subtle. It's very smooth. It's very easy to wear. And to be honest with you, this is better than most of the David Beckham fragrances. This is better. It's just better made. And there are 2 or 3 other Beckham fragrances that I like. But this is just better made. This is just better made. But when the Beckham fragrances came out, cheapies were a little bit different. They were a little bit different. The cheapie game has really stepped up in the last 5 years. Cheapies don't smell like cheapies did 7 or 8 years ago. They just don't. They smell way better. But everything has stepped up. Niche has taken it to another level with the extracts, and Designer has copied Niche. So cheapies have copied Designer, and they're better, all the way around better. This, 10 years ago, smells like a fragrance that would have been 75, 80, 90 bucks at the mall. I mean, that's just what it reminds me of. Office, church, wouldn't necessarily say date, but still a nice, easy to wear fragrance. I like it a lot. Okay, a few more for you, and then I'm gonna wrap this video up. From the House of Playboy. Super Playboy. Sweet pineapple-y, good fragrance. No, it doesn't smell like a Venice. Yes, it smells a little bit synthetic, generic, but it still smells good. Pumping off of your skin, these colognes smell really, really good. I promise you. I was getting gas in an old raggedy truck one time, and a lady walked by me and said, "Oh my God, you smell so good." And I said, "Thank you. I need to introduce you to my daughter." I said, "Ma'am, I'm married." "That's too bad. What's that you got on?" And I said, "Playboy Super." She's like, "Ooh, go ahead then, Playboy." Great smelling fragrance. This is one of those, again, coming off of your body. It just pumps. There ain't no other way to put it. Coming off of your skin. This is one that if you go walk by people, you're going, I ain't gonna kind of, smells good. What is that? What is he wearing? That type of scent. Super Playboy. Playboy London. This one gives me I just want to show you the cleaner sticker on that. $3.49. Can't beat it. Now the first bottles of Playboy, when they came out, looked a lot better. They had more detail. They had more design. These are just basic. But I think this one, they put the Playboy more forward. You see, this all it basically is Playboy Bunny with London right there. The first editions of Playboy fragrances, the bottles looked a lot better. They really took time and designed those bottles, and they looked good. They had like a wrap around them. Most of them had like a city or something like that on them. Playboy London, though. This reminds me of Sauvage. It's in that same wheelhouse. Is it a direct clone? No, it's not. But it's got that bad boy petroleum, violet leaf, just not your everyday fragrance type of vibe. Compliment getter on all of these. It's Playboy Super, compliment getter. Playboy London, compliment getter for $3.50 on clearance all day. And they're drying up. I don't hardly see them anymore since Hugh died. I don't know if they stopped making them. I don't know if there's some licensing. But I used to see those every time I went to Burlington or Burke's. That's where I got most of mine. Burke's. I used to see the Burke's outlet everywhere. And I didn't pick up some of the other ones that I didn't pick up, like Generation, I think was one. There's about 6 or 7 that I just didn't pick up. I wish I had picked them up now because I don't think they're going to be as available as they were. Las Vegas is one that smells good as well. And this one is Endless Nights. I think I got Berlin in there somewhere too. But this is just a sweet, gourmandy, very modern type of scent. I want to spray it, but I don't know if it's going to do any. That's nice, y'all. That's nice for a $5 fragrance, $4.99. And as you see the levels on this, because I wore the dickens out of this in the wintertime. I like it. I like it a lot. It smells good. It smells good to me. Those are cheapies that do absolutely what they're supposed to do. I hate to keep bringing his name up, but me and Keith, Fragrant Life, had talked about these once before. He had an abundance of them when he first started collecting fragrances and doing reviews. And in his words, man, I always got compliments on them things. They smell good. But you get to a point in your collection where you just want to advance and just go in a different direction. So he does not rock with those anymore. I'm going to keep a few of them because, like I said, they're hard to find now. I haven't looked online. They may be $2 online everywhere. I don't know. I haven't looked. From the house of Salvatore Ferragamo, it is Aqua Essenziale, Essenziale Blue, and Colonia. All of these are really good fragrances. Oh, that smells nice. Can be had extremely cheap at the rack stores like Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. Oh man, that smells good. This one is really nice. Masculine, watery, woodsy, aquatic-y. That's nice. If I go out today, I may wear this one. I may pick that one up and wear it. I haven't worn that in a while. That's nice. And I like the style of the bottle. I also like this size bottle because it just doesn't dominate a collection. This one smells really good too, though. I should go back and spray it. Matter of fact, let me hit myself with this one. That's so cool. Oh, that's nice. Comes off kind of cucumbery. I don't know what the notes in it are. Kind of cucumbery, kind of melony. Kind of reminds me of this one a little bit. Kind of reminds me of the Polo Blues. The Polo Blues. I got the Polo Blues. But it kind of reminds me of the Polo Blue line, from Polo Blue to what was that one? Ultra Blue. Kind of reminds me of those. It actually smells better than the Polo, so maybe not Polo Blue, the collector's edition. Maybe not that one, because that smells pretty good. But you get the gist of it. Oh man, that smells good. Now if I go out today, I'm wearing this one. I'm gonna wear this one. Man. Again, these are cheap fragrances that smell really, really good. Now, again, they don't have the richness and the depth that you get from niche fragrances. But from what I found, that's the biggest difference, is the depth and the richness. That smells good. But this is $20. Some of those niche fragrances are $250, $300, $400. Man, I like that. Cucumbery, minty, blue, fresh type of scent. Yep. Masculine, fresh, aquatic type of scent. Blue. Let me spray this one on too. Doesn't remind me a lot of Bleu de Chanel. It's got a blue creaminess to it. Creamy blue is what that reminds me of. Great fragrance. Smell. Ow. Shit. I hit a hair bump. That's kind of got a blue soda type of, like a blue cream soda type of vibe to it. It's blue, it's creamy, it's fresh. I like it. I like all of these fragrances, especially for the price. I do not think you can go wrong with any of these fragrances for the price that you're going to pay for them. And as you know, with me, that makes a big deal. Me and Cheap was talking about that one day, and he was like, but take price out of it. And I was like, Cheap, I can't take price out of it, because, I mean, me and him had some great conversations about life in general and about fragrances. And Sam too, JP too, we all have great Manny too. We all have great conversations about stuff other than fragrances. But we were talking about it, and he was like, yeah, but take the price out of it. I was like, I can't take price out of it because I don't expect a $15 fragrance to perform like, I couldn't get it out, to perform like one I paid $150 for. If I pay $150 for a fragrance, I expect that joker to iron my shirt for me. $15, if it lasts me 3 hours, I'm content. I'm like, okay. Everybody's not like that, but that's how I am. Now, if I pay $100 for it, I expect $100 worth of. I'm struggling with the word performance today. If I pay $150 for a fragrance, I expect it to perform like that. If I if I pay $15 for one, then I expect it to perform like a $15 fragrance. If it does better, I'm happy. It's a touchdown. It's good. Okay, I've bumbled and stumbled enough through this video, so I'm going to get off here. I hope you guys have a great 4th of July weekend. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Please be vigilant. The law is out. So if you get out and you have a few too many, please call somebody or sleep it off. Don't try to drive because you could get yourself in a situation where you get pulled over by the police, which I'm not knocking the police officers because we need police. They do a great job. They have a hard job. And, you know, we got to learn to work with each other. But don't put yourself in a position where you get knocked upside your head. Okay? Stay safe. Take care of each other. Enjoy your 4th. Cook some ribs. If you need a taste tester, I'm in Alabama. If you're nearby, I will sample your ribs for you. Make sure they're good. Small sacrifice for my country. If you have any familiarity with these fragrances, please be sure to comment in the section. Please be sure to comment in the comment section. That's what it's for. Also, if you're bumbling and stumbling over everything today, hi, thank you, welcome to the club. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. Again, please be sure to like, share, and sub. I love you all. Thank you all for being the best part of this channel. And until I see you guys again, I love you. God bless. Be safe. Peace.